Hey guys, my name is Sade. I'm a current family nurse practitioner student and I work in New York City. So today is part one of many videos that I will be making in the future, making weekly, may I add, that talks about all things God, nursing, medicine, family, health, and overall just wellness. Now, without getting off track, let's get right into this video. Now, this video is all about the art, the finesse of getting your way through nursing school. If you're interested in some tips and tricks that helped me survive nursing school, then stay tuned. So I may look down a couple of times in this video because I have my iPad with me and I have all of the notes, important, juicy notes that I want to share with you guys that overall I feel is going to really help you not only do well in nursing school, but these tips and tricks can really be applied anywhere else in your life. The first way that I finessed my way through nursing school is to look the part. Iron your scrubs, girl or guy. My girls and guys out there, if you are going to clinical or class with wrinkled scrubs, that is a big no-no. And also nursing school, it's really common for students to wear white shoes. And as you know, with white shoes, they can get dirty really easily. So if you have any grime, any dirt on your white shoes, please wipe them off before clinical. Please iron your scrubs, because I know you've heard this time and time again, but how you look matters. I'm sorry, how you present yourself, it matters. People might say otherwise, but honestly, we are in a society where visual appeal is everything. It's about how you look, how you present yourself. You want to dress how you want to be addressed. Now, if you're coming in looking frumpy for class with your hair all messed up, your scrubs look like they've been through hell and back, that is not a good look. Just think about it. The act of nursing is essentially customer service. You are caring for patients. People are not going to want you to care for them if it essentially looks like you don't even care for yourself. And I know clinical rotations can be very long. I did an accelerated nursing program, so I would have to be at clinical by 6:45 a.m. and I would be there till 6:45 p.m. to go to a class the next day at 8 a.m. So it's really hard. And I'm not saying that you have to look, perfect and everything to class, especially during exam season. If you want to wear the sweatpants, get your hair a little messy, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Your professors know that you're going through it, but specifically when it comes to clinical, again, that could be your future employer. And also dressing well also does something to the mind as well. Just seeing yourself look good and feel good overall, that can honestly change your mood. Just looking the part and feeling good, having fresh laundered clothes, honestly, that could be the pick-me-up that you need just to get you going for the rest of the day. So yes, the one and most important thing about finessing yourself through nursing school is definitely dress the part for clinicals. So my second tip of nursing school is to get a study group. Study groups are vital. And to be honest, coming from someone who's like me, all throughout college and even my other grad school endeavors, I always studied by myself. Like, I cannot study with a large group of people. And even till this day, I can't to a degree. So the idea of a study group, it doesn't mean that you have to, study with them every single day, especially if that's not your learning style. And if it is, that's great. Kudos to you. So you definitely understand the pros of having a study group. But even if you're the type of person that studies alone, I want you to know right now that there is tons of pros of having a study group, or a study buddy, I should say. So the idea is, like, God forbid you had to miss an important class, an important lecture, and you don't have the notes. Now that study buddy or study group, you guys might have a group chat and they'll send you the link of the notes that they took for that day. Or you're trying to find a class and the rooms got switched last minute, which happens more often than not while in nursing programs, and you don't know where you're gonna go. You can call your study group or your group member, just that friend, and they're able to tell you, like, hey, Professor so-and-so just sent an email like 2 minutes ago. We're actually upstairs taking the test, So it's really nice to have an accountability partner, a study group, a study buddy, whatever you wanna call it. Both you and your group or person can keep yourselves accountable. Oftentimes, nursing can be very lonely and very tedious, and other people outside of nursing might not really understand what you are going through. Yeah, so it's really nice to build that relationship with your nursing school buddies. It's your nursing school buddies that are going to help hold you accountable. It's your buddies that you're going to be studying up late with at night. It's your buddies who you're going to complain about certain things that are bothering you about what's going on, whether with a lecture, with the class, or with the clinical experience, that they will only understand, and no one outside your bubble that is nursing will understand. So definitely get that group that you can depend on. I would say the best way to get that study group is very early on in the semester. I find that in nursing programs, even in specialized programs in general in the medical fields, oftentimes people form groups early on, and it almost seems kind of cliquish in a way that you can't really get into that group later down the line. But that's literally another story for another time. But I would say early on, definitely meet people, talk to people, you know, maybe the person you sit with on the first day of school in that semester, you know, communicate with them. And from there, you can exchange numbers. Overall, it's definitely a good idea to keep in touch with your other nursing school classmates. Third tip is electronic note taking. Take your notes electronically in nursing school. Now, literally, I used my iPad and I used my laptop all throughout nursing school. Every single thing I did for class was either on my iPad or my laptop. That allowed me to carry my cute little tote bags, because your girl loves a good tote or a cute little purse. But going paperless has really helped me stay organized. Now, in the past, in my first undergrad, I know for sure I enjoyed notebooks and note taking. That was my thing. And I also really enjoyed physical books so I can highlight and write notes on. Now, in nursing school, you get a lot of information thrown at you very, very quickly. And that information is a lot. And it needs to be readily available to you at any time if you ever needed to reference something. The idea of having your notes or your books on your tablet or another electronic source allows you to access those materials very quickly. Trust me, you do not want to have tons of PowerPoints laying all over the place or notebooks. Make you very disorganized very quickly. And not to say it didn't work for some. There's many people that I know in my programs enjoyed the physical notebook taken, and that is absolutely fine. If you guys want another video on how I note take, please comment down below and I can give you a more detailed video on how I note take. Now, my fourth tip to finesse your way through nursing school is to meal prep. Now, what is meal prep? So meal prep is being able to have food to eat every day, not just any type of food, but nutritious food and food that will give you energies. That way you can concentrate in your classes and clinicals. Oftentimes when we are stressed, it's very common in any field basically to, you know, stress eat and just basically eat, order out, junk food, anything just to give yourself that quick energy to basically keep it going, whether that be in clinical or you're studying overnight for an exam the next day. The idea of meal prepping is allowing you to make some nutritious meals so that you're always going to have something healthy on hand that you can eat. As we know by now, as healthcare professionals or getting into the healthcare profession, you are what you eat, and you need a nutritious and balanced diet every day. So one of my favorite things to meal prep specifically now as a student while also working full time is meal prepping some quick meals that I can throw in my air fryer. A common recipe that I always make is my salmon with green beans and sweet potatoes on the side. It's so nutritious, it's so tasty, and it's so quick because I literally throw everything in the air fryer, and within 30 minutes overall my entire meal is done and I can make an entire batch for the week. Also healthy snacks, your apples, your peanut butters, whole wheat crackers, overnight oats, or just regular oatmeal. Like, there's just so many options and different things that you can do that are first and foremost affordable and very nutritious. And of course, guys, if you want me to as well, I can make a more in-depth video on my meal prepping during the week. Helps gives me a balanced diet and is super duper easy to make. Now, my fifth tip, we're almost to the end. My fifth tip is to build relationships with your professors, clinical instructors. So while you're in school, like I said earlier on this video, you're essentially interviewing. The medical field is very, very small and everyone knows everybody. Even if they're not your next employer, they can offer you references as well. They can put you through to different connects and contacts that you can use that's going to be very helpful in your future nursing career. If you're on online schooling, mind you, there's a lot of people doing online schooling now. Send emails. Your professors constantly are going to send you emails throughout the day. Reply to them back. Tell them thank you for this information. And moreover, actually, now that you've mentioned this, I was considering doing X, Y, Z. Like, keep the conversation going, you know, let them know who you are. A lot of professors are actually very understanding. And I know that's mind boggling to some people, right? And even to me, I've been in situations, I'm like, wait, do these professors really know what we are going through as students? But they do. Like, if something comes up, actually speak to them, talk to them. But establishing that relationship early on gives you even more credibility because they know you. Now, my sixth and final tip to Finesse nursing school is to trust you. Act of finesse essentially is being skillful, having a knack, having a flair for something, showing expertise, knowing how to maneuver. And oftentimes we have to fake it till we make it. So even if you don't feel like you deserve to be somewhere, you need to know that you actually do. The fact that you are there in nursing school, the fact that you got that position out of how many other applicants that applied for that same seat that you're sitting in, you obviously deserve to be there. You have to remind yourself that every day and tap into that energy, type into that mind frame, like, come what may, I'm gonna be a nurse. Point blank, period. I'm here, or in my opinion, God brought me here. No one is going to take me out, to be honest. The only way I'm going to get out is if I walk out, but no exam, no professor, no classmate, no issue is going to take me out of this. This is where I belong. And if you have to tell yourself that every day, tell yourself. If you have to put a notification on your phone to pop up, let that notification ring at a certain time every single morning at 8 a.m. as you're getting ready, just to remind you of how fabulous you are, how deserving you are. All right, guys, so those are my 6 tips on how to finesse your way through nursing school. Now, if you guys enjoy this video, come on, give your girl a thumbs up, comment below, and of course, subscribe if you haven't already. Moving forward, I'm gonna be publishing videos weekly, at least 1 to 2 videos. But honestly, my schedule is pretty crazy right now with work and school, but no matter what, you're gonna get that 1 video at least per week with just tips, gems. So definitely come back, check in with me. This is a community essentially. All right, guys, now that is the end of this video and I'll catch you all in the next.